What's up? What's up? It's Jordan Martin with Martin Stock Club, Martin Investment Group. Going to look at a couple stocks today, about four different ones I'm looking at trading tomorrow, which is going to be November 21st, 2022. And as always, we live trade every day. We teach classes almost every day, and we call out these trades every day in the Discord. Links in the description. So let's hop to it. Alibaba was looking at it last week, looking at it again, because we did have an inside day after this huge move up on earnings. And it's really crazy when you catch those earnings that drop and then skyrocket, right? So Alibaba shot up. Ultimately, it tested out at this area of supply that we have right here, bounced back down. But now we have an inside day that we can look at taking either up or down, really just based on if we break the high or the low, right? So the inside days, we create this kind of area. We might, of course, consolidate even more, but ultimately we're looking for a break above the high from Friday to go ahead and start moving back towards the high from Thursday, or break the low from Friday to start heading back towards the low for Thursday. Keeping in mind that it's a big move, so you want to make sure you're securing profits when you get them and not trying to hold it out too long, at least with a full position, and will possibly scaling out as you get more profits. Slide over to Apple, which we already looked at the other day. I talked about it coming back up to potentially create this trend line, which is looking like it just about did. So we might go ahead and see our, top out a little bit, maybe get a smaller move up. We'll see what happens, but ultimately watching for a rejection back off of this trend line to create the true trend line. And then we can see a move back down. If not, we can go ahead and look at shorting it below 149.90. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I set that alert. I gotta go back and set my BABA alert as well. And then slide over to Unity Software. So Unity Software had a hammer inside day with the hammer. So we're gonna look at setting a break above this high, 34.84. So I'm gonna set 34.85 so I can get alerted that we are making a new high compared to this high from Thursday. And after that, I'm looking at us moving on up, ultimately coming up to retest that 36.70 area where we see we have a rejection here and here as well, and right here, right? So we already got a triple top there, but it looks like we're coming back up. Pullback is not as deep before, right? So we see that we're making those lower lows, and now we just made a higher low, showing us that we're looking at potential trend reversal to give us a solid move back up. And then on the earnings side, Zoom has earnings Monday evening after market close. We know Zoom on earnings tends to have pretty big moves. We do have this level down here around 71.72 that can come back down to. We also have this gap above at the $97 area. And then we have a supply at 89 or so, right? So I'm gonna look and see how it shapes out tomorrow, how we start moving on Monday before making a decision about which way I want to go with it. We did have a bearish engulfing on Friday, right? So that's something to keep in mind. I'm gonna look at a couple of different things, get a feel for where I think it might go. We know that Zoom over the past, couple of earnings has pretty much continued to decline, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if we do see continued decline. The only difference now is that we have these big drops here, drop, right? Small little bounce here. But we've pretty much just based out. After this drop, we haven't had much move down. So it's possible that a lot of our selling pressure has started easing up, right? We gapped down, came and started hugging this $71 area, and no real movement back to break through that. But as we see before, we would drop and just keep going, right? And now we're starting to base out. So something to keep in mind, something to look at. You see it on the weekly as well, where it's just kind of easing up. So might be potentially bullish, although it might revert back down afterwards. But we'll see. That's it for this video. Those are four stocks I'm gonna be looking at trading. There are more that I probably will trade. And again, to get those, you have to hit the description and get that link to the Discord. Happy trading, y'all. Let's make some money this week.